Hi, I'm Alexis, and this is a quick run-through of the boss mechanics in the Rookery, one of the new dungeons released in the War Within expansion, and will be part of the Season 2 dungeon rotation. Before we start, please consider leaving a like and subscribe. It'll help my channel grow and I'll be able to put out more content more often. The first boss is Kyrioss. His abilities include Crushing Thunder. The boss targets all players, causing damage to anyone close by, so spread out to avoid stacking the damage. Wild Lightning. Lightning circles form on the ground towards selected players. Move away to avoid damage. Lightning Torrent. On Mythic, upon reaching 100 energy, the boss flies to the center of the room and shoots out 4 beams of lightning energy that rotate, as well as lightning circles on the ground. Avoid everything to avoid getting damaged. And the final ability is Lightning Dash. The boss targets a random player, you will see electricity waves on the ground, and the boss will leap to that location, damaging and knocking away any players close by, so just run out. The next boss is Stormguard Gorren. The boss abilities are Chaotic Corruption. On Mythic, a player is targeted with this blue circle and will receive damage for 5 seconds. After the 5 seconds are up, the circle explodes, damaging nearby players, and its energy is transferred to any player nearby. So try to stay away from other players to avoid the transfer. The explosion also leaves a debuff which increases damage taken by Chaotic Corruption by 100%, so if you're standing close to another player and get the blue circle again, you're in for a doozy. Crush Reality. A random player is targeted where the boss will leap to, causing an AoE explosion damaging all players. And Reality Tears form slowly, moving outward from the point of impact. Avoid standing in the way. A lingering void remains where the boss leaped to. Avoid standing in it and try to bait these to the sides to avoid filling the whole floor area. And the last ability is Dark Gravity. The boss pulls in players towards him and causes an explosion in the end, damaging players that are close and knocking them away. If they're still alive, that is. The last boss is Voidstone Monstrosity. Stormrider Vokmar joins in on his griffin to help out in the fight. The boss abilities are Oblivion Wave. This is the tank ability. The boss casts a frontal wave. Tanks try to aim this away from players, and players move out of the way. During the fight, the boss is surrounded by a void shell, absorbing 20% of its maximum health as damage, and protects himself from Storm's vengeance. Stormrider Vokmar will toss a shockwave to penetrate his shell during the fight, stunning the boss and increasing his damage taken by 100% for 20 seconds, so blow all your cooldowns during this part. On PTR, Vokmar removed the boss's shell after each Oblivion Wave frontal, so if they keep this sequence, be ready to smash the boss after each frontal. Entropy is another tank mechanic. The boss will smash the ground, causing damage to all players if there are no players in melee range, so tanks don't stray too far. Unleash Corruption. 2 players are targeted and receive a magic debuff which ticks magical damage for 15 seconds, which can be dispelled. On Mythic, dispelling the spell will leave a puddle on the ground. Run out to avoid damage. Null Upheaval. The boss slams on the ground, spawning voidstone fragments around the area. Stormride Vokmar marks all players with Stormrider's Charge, which increases players' movement speed for 9 seconds. Players need to move over to the voidstone fragments with the Stormrider's Charge. Stormrider Vokmar will then hurl lightning hammers, which will destroy the voidstone fragments. If the void fragments aren't destroyed, they will spawn adds which cause AoE damage to all players and increase all damage done by 20%, and this affects stacks. And that's the guide on how to defeat the bosses in the Rookery. I hope you found this video useful. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for watching.